So I asked Mike Rice, one of the best comedians and Trump impersonators on the circuit.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol and I'll be there with you and we fight like hell.
Hearing it disembodied, it's so good.
Yeah,
It's
great.
really good.
He's so good.
Hi, I'm Michael Odewale. Welcome to A News Thing, a new topical podcast from Channel 4. Today, we're talking about why do criminals keep getting accidentally released from prison?
Who's handwriting
Does
anymore?
that say pedo or pesto pasta?
I mean, I wish I lived in a Norwegian prison.
Donald Trump versus the BBC.
God, it's a fucking disgrace. Sack him. I wanted to fucking step on me.
Oh, yeah, you're ow!
And a police crackdown on high street vape shops and barbershops.
If no one's playing along, then I might as well kick a granny.
Boomers deserve to be tickled.
Definitely. You know?
Joining me to discuss this week's big news stories are comedians Bella Hull and Horatio Gould. Okay, that was a choice. Yeah. That's all he does, by the way. Before we get to the big stories, though, there's a lot of stories we could have talked about this week. We could talk about Kim K failing the bar. Horatio, I know you got some gold on that.
Yeah, well, Kim K, I actually kind of rate her for this. I think people see it as like a flaw that she hasn't passed the bar. But now I'm like, oh, the bar's legit. The bar works. It's keeping people like Kim K out of it.
Yeah.
And people are
The bar
like, it
was too
shows
low.
that she's stupid as hell. It's like, nah, because she will pass the bar and she'll fail another couple of times. And then when she does it, it's going to be like, damn. But if she passes the bar immediately, we'd all be saying like, well, maybe I can pass the bar.
Yeah.
I would
And you
lose
can't pass the
confidence
bar.
in all lawyers.
You can't pass the bar.
I can't
You
pass
can't
the
pass the
bar.
bar.
Yeah. I would lose confidence in all lawyers.
Yeah, if she passed the bar
like,
first time.
Immediately.
Even second time.
Yeah.
I also saw a clip of her talking about how all her psychics are pathological liars. She's got 4 psychics.
4.
She said that she was obsessed with them. So there's a lot going on there already. And then they all said, you're going to pass the bar. And then she didn't. And now she's like, they're pathological liars. But she was
pissed.
doing that as if it was like a mic drop. Like I'm taking back control of my own life.
We also, Bella, I'm going to bring this story to you. There was a Vogue article that came out this week that said having a boyfriend is embarrassing. And it's gone viral. You know, so what do you, what's your take on it?
I think there's been a big shift in the culture.
Vibe shift.
There's a vibe shift. Having a boyfriend used to be like having a BAFTA.
Okay.
Respectable.
The nation would celebrate you.
Yeah.
Now having a boyfriend is like having a Jack Russell.
Right.
Okay.
You're at the bar, you're thinking, oh, I got to get home, let it out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to go home, let Liam out.
And
You know what I mean?
they're probably called Jack or Russell as
Yeah,
well.
they're called Jack or Russell, and it's like, oh, my one's got anxiety. Oh, my one's got a cone.
Yeah.
I think it's like it's just a big responsibility
What,
now
cone
to
so
have a
doesn't lick his
boyfriend.
arse?
Yeah,
Is it a lot of emotional menial labor? Having
a lot of
boyfriend?
emotional labour, a lot of like
Yeah.
making excuses. You know how people like make excuses for their dog, like, oh,
Yeah.
he doesn't know
Oh, no,
that you're
it's
not
not.
supposed to eat with your hands off the table.
Yeah.
This one doesn't know.
He's
you know?
not from round here. He's from outside the M25 or something.
Exactly. Yeah, he's from Swindon. Like, he
It's
doesn't
a
know.
cultural
He doesn't
thing.
know.
But guys,
Sorted.
let's move on
Please.
to another meaty story. It's a big one. Trump versus the BBC. Donald Trump says he has an obligation to sue the BBC for $1 billion over the editing of his speech in a BBC Panorama documentary, which spliced together different parts. BBC Chair Samir Shah said in a letter to the Culture, Media and Sports Committee on Monday that the corporation would like to apologise for the edit. So an investigation into the editing of Trump's speech has led to the resignation of 2 BBC bosses, Director General Tim Davie and Head of BBC News Deborah Turnus. Guys, let's have just straight off the bat, what are we thinking about this?
£1 billion is
Such a funny number.
Such a funny
How
number.
long do you think it took him to get that number?
I don't know. It's a bit
Was
like...
he on the calculator? Was he like, well, they did this, and this was just $1 billion?
Yeah, it's like when someone at school is like, can I have a Jaffa cake? And you're like, yes, for £1 squillion.
You're going to have to be my slave for the day. Yeah, if you look at the video, it is pretty fucked. They shouldn't have done that. That's naughty as hell. But I think that's like, I don't know any other organisation that would be as rattled and destroyed by something like this, and that's a good sign. Everyone's talking so much bullshit. Everyone's doing fake news.
Yeah.
And the fact that this is such a big kind of fundamental identity crisis for the BBC, them fucking up like this.
And the head of BBC
how
News
important they are as
resigned
a news
over it.
organisation.
Okay, so we couldn't get hold of the clip from Panorama because it's a really cheap show. So I asked So I asked Mike Rice to send me. Mike Rice, one of the best comedians and Trump impersonators on the circuit. He sent me some
But a
voice.
nasty man.
Nasty man.
cruel.
That's his
Nasty
brand.
and cruel. Yeah.
He sent me a voice note to demonstrate the misleading edit. So here's the version of Trump's speech that Panorama aired.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and I'll be there with you, and we fight like hell.
Okay, so that is...
Hearing it disembodied, it's so good.
Yeah,
it's
great.
really good.
He's so good.
That's the Panorama version.
Yeah.
And this is what Trump actually said.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women.
Then, 54 minutes later, he said this when talking about potential election fraud.
And we fight like hell. And if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
Okay, so the doctored clip is actually 3 different lines spliced together. So it's a bit cheeky. Why did BBC
It's cheeky,
do that?
it's cheeky.
It is really cheeky.
Why they do that?
It's really cheeky.
Because I reckon the speech itself is already pretty inflammatory.
Yeah. Also, that documentary was 4 years after the speech anyway.
Yeah.
You don't have to
within the
make it
company.
look worse.
Yeah. It's like if I...
But it was such an important thing. Like, did he incite the riot or not? So I do think it was pretty serious to fuck with that. Because
Like, let's say like I gave a speech about like putting a hamster up my butt, right? You
are
wouldn't
you
have
opening
to...
for Trump?
You're the Trump tour warm-up.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have to make that look worse. You could just play that as it is.
Yeah.
Because I'm already talking about putting a hamster
But I
up
guess
my butt.
the argument would be that you're talking about putting, some anal medication up your ass because you need to because it's healthy, and then later you're talking about your love for your pet hamster, and then
they
it gets
splice
spliced
them.
together, and he goes, "I put my hamster up my ass,"
But you know what I was implying both times.
Yeah.
No, not with the splice clip though. Not with the.
You don't think so?
Not with the BBC News packet. Michael Odewale screams to a whole thing. I'm sticking a hamster up my ass.
We can take them back, though. We can take them back. I think that they've acknowledged the mistake and had quite big consequences for it. And now we can all be like, okay, that was bad, but you've dealt with it, and now we can all move on.
A YouGov poll earlier this week found that 31% of people think the BBC is biased in favour of left-wing political views. 19% of people think it's biased in favour of right-wing views. And another 19% people believe it's not politically biased at all. That doesn't add up to 100%.
Well, the thing is, because you're right with saying that the left thinks it's biased and the right thinks it's biased, they must be doing their job. But actually, the problem is their bias is to the middle ground. Like that's its own position, and they do have a bias towards centrism, I guess.
I think also there's it's a very noble aim to be neutral, but it is impossible to be neutral.
Yeah.
In any way, really. Also, it's a human organisation. There are going to be human mistakes.
So Samir Shah, he has said it was an error of judgment and the BBC would like to apologise for the edit. But outgoing BBC News chief Deborah Turner said the BBC is not institutionally biased, adding mistakes are made, but the BBC's journalists are hard-working people who strive for impartiality. What are your thoughts on
I think
this,
that's
guys?
fair enough.
I think that's fair.
I think that's completely fair enough.
This lady's not for Turnus.
No. I mean, she quit, so
Yeah,
she is.
She is for Turnus,
She's very much so.
Yeah.
Easily turned.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's certain, obviously, like, things when they comment on it, like, obviously, like Israel, Palestine, and people was like, this neutrality is not working.
No.
And you kind of, does the news sometimes have a responsibility to, like, make a comment and be like, well, this thing is bad, you know?
Yeah,
Because you had to balance opinions. So if it's a mad opinion, you still have to hear the other side. Even if like 95% of people think one thing, you still have to balance it out with the opposite.
Yeah.
But we have other news sources. Israel, Palestine, how emotional all the stuff about that is. We have that on our feeds all the time. So we probably should have a news source that's trying its best to be.
Do you think that it's just like, it's not really plausible during this new media landscape to have something like really neutral?
But we've got a million things at once. Maybe we should just try and hold on to that.
Hold on to that neutrality.
Because the BBC will collapse eventually, and it will become like everything else, and it will have it'll be like Arsenal fan TV, but for news soon. In like 10 years, it'll just be people standing outside Westminster going, "It's a fucking disgrace, sack him," So right now, let's enjoy having something in terms.
Yeah.
People fuck up at work, right? What would you say, your biggest fuck up comparable to this BBC International scandal?
I told an autograph hunter to fuck off, Basically, there's a guy outside a venue who he's an autograph hunter for any act that's at the venue, right?
Right.
And he pretends he likes you.
Yeah,
So he was
but he
like,
doesn't
so he
actually
was
know you.
reading out my like agent's bio, going like, "Oh, wow, I'm here with Horatio Gould. Not only a comedian, he's also a filmmaker. Wow, you know." And then I got his phone and said, "By the way, he has no idea who we are. He just does this." And then he followed me to station, just hurled abuse at me
No.
the whole time. It got pretty.
But that's
tasty.
not your fuck up necessarily. Oh, you
I
told him to
guess
fuck
so.
off.
No,
I
but
guess that's
don't
just-
ever
Don't engage.
with those sort of people. It just don't.
You can't engage, yeah.
Because then there was a madness in his eyes that I was like,
Yeah.
I should have just gone like, "Thanks, man."
Yeah.
What about you, Bella?
I fucked up at work for sure. The other day I did so many gigs I fell off the stage because I was so tired.
Really?
By the way, she did one gig this month.
So guys, a lot of people hating on the Beebs right now. What would the world look like without the BBC? That's the question. Like how big a
need
role
it.
does the BBC
We need it.
play?
BBC as a news branding, it's the most famous organisation in the world. Like even like if you do like a shitty thing for the BBC, if you go anywhere in the world and you say BBC,
Yeah.
people have respect. People in the Amazon.
Indigenous tribes.
In the Amazon, no, nonetheless.
in the work sentence.
I was just trying to think, yeah. Yeah, no, I mean an Amazon factory. Even them, even they know what the BBC is.
Do you think it's our biggest brand name?
There's a couple, but institutions like that, people need to stop slagging off because they don't understand how precious that branding is.
Also,
You
once
can't
it's
build
gone,
that up.
what are you going to get your news from?
Yeah.
Where are you going to get it? I don't really
There's
use
so many
BBC for
places
news.
you
Yeah.
could-
I actually listen to the news agents.
Oh, really?
I love the news agents.
Who's on the news agents?
Emily Mateless and two men who
Shall not be named.
shall not be named
For legal purposes.
For legal purposes, they're not important to me, but they are there.
So we could be like the new news agent.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're like we're like sort
Yeah.
of the Zone 5 news agents.
You could be
£5 card minimum.
Yeah.
Tax avoidance.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not liable for me to say I'm turned on by Emily Mateless, right?
No, that's
Why
fine.
would that be live?
Allegedly.
That's just the
allegedly.
I'm
very
allegedly
turned
erect
on
right now.
by the idea of being cross-examined by Emily Mateless.
But you
Allegedly, I wanted to fucking step on me.
Oh, yeah, you're ow! You love that with her stiletto
Oh
heel.
my god.
And that's why we need to keep the BBC.
Yeah, definitely. Well,
But the
she's not
news
even with the
agents,
Beebs
that's
anymore.
global. I just love it.
She's too sexy for the Beebs.
Who the go newsreaders?
I really love Clive Myrie. He's got that twinkle.
Yeah.
But I feel sometimes...
Is that the black guy?
Yeah, with the twinkle in his eyes.
Who
He's got
is-
real charm. But don't you feel like if a news reporter gets a lot of love, it's like, this guy's great, they get cocky quick.
They do.
And now I feel he feels it a little bit too much. And it's like the charm was that, you're
He's
an
got too
up-and-comer.
much aura.
Yeah.
The thing about aura is you can't know that you've got it.
Yeah.
I really like this woman, Marianne Mashiri.
She was cool.
That was cool. And actually that shows she's got workplace banter.
Yeah.
She's having some
You
fun.
want your newsreaders to be a little bit cool.
Yeah.
Let's say Trump sues the Beeb for $1 billion. There's going to need to be some cost cutting.
$1 billion.
What parts of the BBC would you get rid of?
Get rid of BBC Sounds, maybe.
The whole
Who
of
the fuck's
BBC
listening to
Sounds?
that? My God, it's so boring.
Radio, what's happening on Radio 2 these days?
Yeah. Radio 4, I got to protect my mum here.
Yeah.
That's for the mums. My mum cannot believe her luck. It's like, like a dog eating its dinner.
Your mum's
and
fucking creasing at Radio 4.
My mum's like, late night comedy.
She's kicking her legs up in the air.
And she never does this.
The
She's
news quiz, yeah. She's doing that thing.
News chat.
She's throwing up blood. What
He
does
said
she do?
what? Boris Johnson's an idiot?
Yeah. Your mum can't believe
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
the
No,
Arch
at
is
Radio
still
4, you have to. It's not for me, but you have to understand the fucking stranglehold as my mum's generation.
Boomers deserve to be tickled.
It definitely.
a
So
Friday
you've got to
night.
protect that. That is for the mums. They deserve it. It's like, a dog and you give them the same dinner every day
they
for its
love
life.
it.
And every time they're eating it, they're like,
This
this is like
Yeah.
dried
The
fucking
second time
beef
you've
This is
mince.
described your
bloody
mum as a dog.
lovely.
This is... This is bloody lovely. That is bloody lovely.
That's your
my
mum
mum listening
listening
to
to-
Radio 4
Yeah.
8 hours a day.
Yeah.
I reckon-
Get rid of the archers, though. Can we
No,
do
no,
that?
my mum's, they're locked in.
She's hooked in. They're on season 59. You know what
Look,
mean?
I don't call my mum enough. If the Archers is down, I have to call her more.
Yeah, that's true. Okay,
let's-
keep the archers.
What does your mum listen to? What does she watch?
She watches Real Housewives
Okay.
of Atlanta.
Yeah.
So we watch
That's
that.
a pretty violent show.
That's not, yeah, it is, really.
There's a lot of squabbles on that show.
I keep doing laundry and walking past and pretending I'm not interested, but then I'm like,
But then you get
so
sucked in.
hooked.
You're like a dad. You know how dads can only watch TV standing up?
Yeah.
Of course.
Like they
Yeah.
can't pick the show. They just have to stand up and watch it.
And they love it, yeah.
And they love
But they'll
it.
do that for 55 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some
And they're
good
like
tea.
kind of doing chores.
So basically, we've learnt from this story, Clive Myrie is the GOAT. Keep Radio 4 for mums, Horatio's dog of a mother. And
Horatio's mum needs to be spayed.
and Arsenal Fan TV is the future of news.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's talk about accidental prison releases. Let's recap the story a little bit. A string of accidental prison releases from UK prisons has hit the news in recent weeks. 262 prisoners were mistakenly released from prison between March 2024 to 25, compared with 115 the previous year. Who's to blame for prisoners being accidentally released from prisons?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's so absurd it is funny, but I also think it's kind of, this one's not a political issue in the same way. We can all agree it's probably not good. I don't think there's any like different sides, right or left, on like, you can't be, that's like 101, you don't let out the prisoners who are not
Don't
meant
out
to
the
be let.
prisoners. They've said that it's a lot to do with handwriting.
Okay, no, that's true.
But why are they
But then it's like,
who's handwriting
does
anymore?
that say pedo or pesto pasta? I can't work it out. Is this a lunch menu or a report? I don't know. What? Is that murder or munter?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It
Personal
is,
notes.
Like the prison system, apparently it is quite manual. They don't really have a lot of technology. It's a lot of like hand counting.
One,
What, are they kind of like
2, 3,
steampunk?
4,
Yeah.
Are they trying to like,
We're missing a rapist. You know what I mean? It's that sort of thing.
is it because they like that vintage feel?
Yeah.
I
It's
just
retro.
think it's, you know.
You don't want to bring like, there's already QR codes in some
Yeah.
you don't want to bring it into prison.
Yeah,
No.
It's like
Yeah.
old school
The
customer service
prisoners
feel.
have been through enough.
You know what I mean?
It's like now I
Without
have to,
having
if
to
I'm-
order a beer on their
yeah,
phone.
then I have to come to the table. It's like, I don't know, you know. They've lived tough lives, probably.
You've
But
been
like-
stabbed, you got to find the QR code. You know what I
But
mean?
part of me,
Yeah.
I like the idea that it's a sort of free willy sort of thing, or like there's someone who's like at night opening, like, go free my pretties. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Someone who believes that people should be free.
Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
Loads of prison staff have left as well, like something like 11%.
Yeah, well,
13%.
you know, as you can imagine, it's quite a stressful job, and more than half of prison officers have been in the job less than 5 years. And the training, 12 weeks of training, is the lowest in Europe. McDonald's management training, for example, takes 6 to 12 months at Hamburger University. So,
At Hamburger University?
yeah, that's what they call it.
But is that officially, is it called Hamburger University?
It's called Hamburger University. Respects the scholars that make
That's
the burgers.
awesome.
Horatio.
Yeah. It's not good. I think that it sounds from the stats as well, I'm reading into it, that there's like just not, like the staff aren't that enthusiastic about their jobs because like everything's broken. It seems like they don't have much funding to
What
have like
kind of
better
person
What's the vibe in
systems.
the office? Is it
should
like,
be
oh,
enthusiastic?
fuck?
Well, I think that they probably need more like perks, office morale. Do you know what I mean? Fajita Wednesdays, casual Thursdays,
Casual Thursdays?
false arrest Fridays.
Yeah.
You should be able to false arrest one cousin a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you have that in your
think
back
that'll
pocket because it
Yeah.
gives them some power over their own personal lives.
With Ashton Kutcher there.
Yeah. And then they maybe come to work with a bit more empowerment.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
if they built more unity between like the prisoners and the guard, like football matches? Sort of like, you know, skins versus shirts. Sort of like neo-Nazis versus black Israelites.
Is this sort of like a kind of like I Have a Dream,
Yeah,
you know,
Yeah.
that prisoners and guards
I think so. If you
then there
made
is-
prison more
are on the
appealing-
same footing,
Yeah.
they both have the same levels of freedom. A lot of prison officers have been shagging prisoners. That's been
Yeah.
like a lot
There
of
was that
news
lady.
stories.
There was that lady.
Yeah.
She-
This doesn't have the romance of the prison escape because this is now a structural systemic flaw. But the prison escape is an interesting thing. So no matter how bad the crime,
You earned it.
Sort of, but you also when you hear about a prison escape, you feel a lot of empathy for the person escaping. Like you support them. If Harvey Weinstein escaped, like someone who everyone has agreed, you know,
Is a
no
wrong
one
one.
likes, is completely wrong. But if he did like a daring escape, we'd be like, go on, Harvey.
yeah.
Him squeezing his fat ass through like a sewer, you know,
Yeah,
chucking
yeah.
his Zimmer frame out front.
Okay, another question. If you were accidentally released from prison, would you guys hand yourself in? Would you have a code?
I think I would intend to, but it'd be low down on my to-do list. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you have other
higher? What's
errands to
higher?
do first.
Other errands. I think it would just be one of those things like a tax return where I'm like, I
Yeah.
should. It's going to come back to bite me in the ass, isn't it? But
I think like no backseas though.
Yeah.
Like, if you let me out, then
I
that's
would
on you.
probably become one of in like Trafalgar Square, you know, the silver spray painted guys, which are like balancing. Because I feel that's the last place they're going to look.
yeah. They're not going to look
They're not
there,
gonna spot me.
And go, boo.
What solutions do we have for the prison crisis? We're the brain trust. So there's a prison early release scheme. Inmates can be freed after serving as little as 1/3 of their sentence for good behaviour. This is coupled with other measures like reducing short-term prison sentences and increasing community-based punishments.
What is a community? Because instead of we need to get rid of the police force.
Yeah.
Because instead they like go and work at a care home and speak to an old woman and they play
have to do
backgammon.
DV. Yeah.
And it's like this person murdered 5 people. I don't know if that's
Could be rehabilitated. Do some
I don't
gardening.
really know what community stuff is.
Helping your mum get the shopping out the car.
But I'd do that anyway.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. I was fronting.
Don't do
But hypothetically, I might have.
So another solution that people have come up with for the prison crisis is that AI could be used to read and process paper documents, help staff cross-reference names to ensure that inmates are no longer hiding their past crimes behind aliases, merging different data sets, and calculating release dates and sentences. So is ChatGPT sort of the future of solving the prison crisis?
I don't think we can give AI too much power.
Yeah.
But maybe in this case it's
In this
fine.
case, I mean, it's more like the people who aren't AIs are doing such a bad job.
But before they have AI, maybe they should just have computers. If they're just working on pen and paper.
I feel that they're skipping a...
Yeah, let's not go straight to AI.
Maybe AI could be like, it's like prevention before the cure.
Yeah.
Because, a lot of
Let's not
criminals...
fly before we can crawl.
Do you know what I mean?
Are you saying we should stop doing crimes?
I think we should stop doing crime.
I like
that's a
this.
really good idea.
Because then we wouldn't have any of the issues. We solve that. There's no crime. There's no prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
So
If
just
we
cut
all
it
just
out.
like, hey guys, no crime for a bit.
Cut it out.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, should we like pilot that as an
idea.
as an
How do
idea?
you stop people doing crime?
Well, we just say like we all agreed.
No more.
Yeah.
And
like-
if you see someone doing a crime, you're like, hey,
Send them to prison.
What if you want to do a crime?
And then we got the same thing again,
Yeah,
though. We're right back to what they had before.
it's tough.
It is tough, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough, man. What about VR? VR headsets. If there's not enough space in prisons, why don't you simulate prison
Yeah,
for bad people? You put a VR headset
So they're
on
just
them.
at home.
but they are in prison.
Yeah, but they can't take it off.
Okay. I mean, that's quite
It's
nice.
bolted to their skull.
Yeah.
VR.
And
I
then
think that's
there's
quite a
like,
good idea.
you can do like different levels.
That's really smart.
Just like nice Swedish prison level.
Yeah,
stabby
I mean, I
prison
wish I
level.
lived in a Norwegian prison.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you see that meme that was like, is it a Norwegian prison or is it UK halls? I'd love to be in a Norwegian prison.
it sounds-
If
they've
I
got, like, PlayStation,
accidentally-
they've got,
Yeah.
like,
You wouldn't
fucking
love to
chilling.
be in UK halls.
I
So
don't
it's a
want to be in
perspective
UK
problem.
halls. No.
Makes you think, innit?
Cool.
I think the actual solution,
Solution.
I'm just keeping it
That's
casual,
gross.
Yeah.
is I think we go penal colony again. Australia. We built that country with our prisoners and that worked great. Yeah.
What country has the lowest crime?
How much crime?
Funny, I only do fake news podcasts, so it's quite funny actually having to,
fact check.
Lowest
you know, I was just talking out my ass.
country crime. Let's just see if
Let's
there's-
have a guess first.
I think Japan will be up there
Why?
because, what?
Don't say we're gonna play our game first.
Japan or Norway, I'd say.
Japan or Norway?
Close.
I'm gonna go Singapore or Saudi Arabia.
Singapore, is it a crime to throw gum on
You
the
were
ground?
closer before.
Japan?
Nope.
Norway?
Close.
Sweden? No, not Sweden. Definitely not Sweden. Finland?
Germany.
Iceland?
Correct.
That's it. Yeah, it'd be Iceland. Because there's only like, it's
It's so slippery.
yeah, and they're all family there.
Yeah.
So-
You can't steal from your family.
Nah,
It's also not a crime if you steal from your family.
exactly. That's personal. That's,
Oh, I see.
Deal with
yeah.
that in the home.
Well, on that topic, in June, there's some people are recommending a Swedish model. So in June, a Swedish model.
damn. Some people are recommending.
Candy Swanable.
I'm with it.
Wow, lovely.
Check out Ingrid.
In June, Sweden agreed to rent places in Estonian jails to help house its rapidly increasing prison population. So you could just send like the Australian thing. That could be a thing we just send them somewhere else.
To Estonia.
Why don't we bump in on this Estonian deal? Why don't we just get some of that Estonian prison?
If we sort of like elbow our way in.
Yeah.
even for
Also,
little
it would
ones?
help our criminals become bilingual because they would be learning Estonian.
True.
Useful skill.
Yeah, and it's a great skill because once you're out, it's like you know Estonian, and then suddenly your life's on track. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything
You're
opens
working
up.
out.
It
Like,
opens so many Estonian doors. So basically, we've learned that Fajita Wednesdays could solve everything.
Mm-hmm.
The real solution is stop doing crime and no backsies.
no backsies.
No backsies.
I think that's fair. The police crackdown on high street stores for money laundering. Big story. So let's get into the bit of the facts. 2,700 high street businesses, including barbers, mini marts and vape shops, have been raided in the UK's largest ever crackdown of its kind on money laundering. 10.7 million in cash, 2.7 million in illegal goods have been seized, including millions of illegal tobaccos and vapes, over £500,000 of cash and 70 kg of cannabis.
Wow.
The rapid expansion of such business is evident in many areas of the UK. Are there too many fake barbershops and vape stores on the high street?
How can you
Not
do a fake
enough.
barbershop? They're just cutting your hair a bit too high above
It's
your
paper,
head.
it's paper.
Everyone in there is bald.
Yeah.
It's just like, all the
They're like-
clientele are bald. Yeah, that's you done.
Well, it's funny, when you walk past the window and you look in, they're cutting hair, but then when you look away, they're selling drugs. It's just like...
Well, immediately.
It's just...
That's amazing, yeah. Or there's a cardboard cutout of them
Yeah.
Or
doing
it's
it, and
like a
behind
Home
it they're
Alone
selling
thing
drugs.
where they're like mannequins doing this.
Yeah.
There are a lot of vape stores.
I think this is the problem is that so Starmer's got half the fucking phone snatchers, right? Do you see that when they
He's caught them.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
God,
there was
that was
all those videos, right?
Yeah,
of them,
yeah.
and then he's shutting down he's such a bad political navigator. These are big wins. He needs to start. Trump would get out in front of these and be like, "We're smashing the," He just doesn't use anything that's actually going well for him.
He's
He
humble
never-
with his bit.
But Starmer, you're not in a position to be humble.
Yeah.
You're getting slagged off from every
You've got to
direction.
mention it all the time.
Yeah, you got to be saying this is a
Yeah.
great win. Like
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
even mentioned this stuff. Like
It's crazy.
you got to turn this because it's a feel good one as well. Because every time you're on any high street, people say that's a front for something.
Yeah. Every time I pass an American candy store,
Yeah,
I think, well, that's meth.
and also
£5 for nerds?
Yeah.
yeah,
crazy.
come on, that's insane.
and no one's in it, and it's in the highest rent
And
in
it's
London.
like pumping out the most disgusting smell you've ever
It's bad
had.
for morale, I think. When you pass a clear front for money laundering, it just means you go into the day ready to lie and steal from people around you.
You think, well, it's fine.
You're not investing in the society. When you see American Candy Store, it's like, well, if no one's playing along, then I might as well kick a granny.
Is that what you,
You know
think
what I
when you
mean?
see an American candy store? I'm
Yeah,
gonna
might as well. If we're
kick
not
an
all
old
signing
person.
up to the rules of society,
Do that
then fuck
shoplift,
it.
fuck it.
Fuck it.
Also, it makes you resent, like, why should I do my tax?
Yeah.
If there's such flagrant crime happening.
I feel like you guys are already close to having these opinions anyway.
It wasn't
And you're
much.
using the vape stores as
Yeah,
a
I'm just
front.
thinking WH Smith. I'm not going to pay tax.
yeah.
There's one in my area called Dr. Vapes, which I just feel like doesn't...
Dr. Vapes,
it
yeah,
doesn't-
that's
doesn't-
Do you not
that's
think
a
that
bad
he's a
doctor.
doctorate? Do you think his doctorate's maybe
I
forged?
just don't know what doctor is recommending.
Yeah, I'd like to
vaping
see
as
this.
well.
Yeah, the certificate.
Triple watermelon. Triple watermelon for 3 months.
Yeah, obviously though, there are a lot of honest small businesses out there that are not money laundering operations. Okay, so a new poll from Ipsos in partnership with the Sunday Times found that 68% of people say there are too many vape stores on their local high street. 58% of people say there are too many barbershops. 50% say there are too many nail bars.
What?
42% say there are too many charity shops. 25%.
Charity shops, I think it's fine.
I think that's not
I go in
fun.
charity shops, but there are definitely. It's right. There's too much of this shit.
We
Yeah.
need to bring back independent businesses.
Yeah.
Cobblers.
Yeah.
Candlestick
Oh
makers.
A
yes.
shop that just says bakery.
Bakeries.
Butchers.
Yeah.
Butchers, yeah.
Yeah.
Or like
Shoe
a pub and it
man.
has like saloon doors, like you walk in
Yeah.
and then
These
they
are all
just
good
slide you a
ideas.
beer.
This is
Yeah.
a great high street. The death of the high street is a true travesty.
A saloon.
Yeah,
Because
more
now,
saloons.
I imagine
Speakeasy.
More
living in
duels.
London, the only place I get food from is the worst stock Tesco Express in the world.
Yeah.
That's all our lives, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've made the Express version, and now it's like communist Cuba, and
Yeah.
you go in there and
It's
there's
horrible in
If you
there.
go 5 p.m., everything's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So raid teams are finding these supersized vapes with a puff count as high as 20,000 versus the legal limit of approximately 600. It kind of sounds like Steve Irwin. Like they're just kind of like,
Yeah.
we got a big one.
Wrestling it.
So organised crime groups are increasingly using empty shops and commercial properties on UK high streets to set up large-scale cannabis farms, including in a former Woolworths and a Poundland unit in Huntingdon that was discovered by police. How dare they?
How far Woolworths has fallen as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Used to
different
be.
kind of pick and mix.
You know, Woolworths is-
What would you want to see more of on the high street?
I think, yeah, some more feel-good stuff. I want it pedestrianised, and I want there to be a big slide. I feel like that will like be more of a morale booster as well.
traditional shops, candlestick makers, butchers, bakers, but also Paper Chase.
What the hell is a Paper Chase?
You don't remember Paper Chase?
I never.
That was my happy place as a
friends.
child. You go in there, you realise that you have kinks for stationery you didn't even realise you had.
You're talking about like a Ryman's?
No, you go in there and you're like, I never knew that I desired a pencil case that could like be unzipped and disemboweled, but I actually do want that.
Yeah, it's
I
like
was
Willy
the kid,
Wonka's chocolate factory, but it's for stationery.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was the kid with like one pencil.
Yeah.
And then I would chew it.
And you forgot it. Yeah, you left it at home.
I used to eat so many pencils.
Really?
So you got lead poisoning? Is that what's
I used
going
to
on?
get lead poisoning, yeah.
I had a strawberry scented eraser, and we used to pass it around like a joint and like, or get like a hit of it.
Just do a couple of lines of the...
Do a couple of lines.
Yeah.
Did you ever used to like stab people with like the protractor and that?
No. I
fair
went to a
enough.
private school.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Do people even go shopping anymore? Do you go shopping in person or do you just buy it online?
No.
I'm going back to retail a little bit because the amount I'm such a sucker for sponsored ads. It's humiliating.
Yeah. What are your
it's really
sponsored
embarrassing
ads?
because BB doesn't buy any. My girlfriend doesn't buy anything, and I'm like a shopaholic. And it's the wrong way around. It's embarrassing having a guy constantly having stuff.
You
around
are
him.
a bit of a shopaholic.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a shopaholic.
What are
Round
you
this flat
buying?
the other day, randomly they had a massive new TV.
Yeah.
What's that for?
People still buying TVs?
Yeah.
That's
so
weird.
I'm completely susceptible to advertising. It's actually quite.
Do you have a TV in your bedroom?
No, I do actually, but that was there. I'm trying to get that off.
You trying to sell that?
Well, there was a TV when we arrived in the new flat. There was a TV nailed into the wall, but it's humiliating when people come over. It looks like a TV nailed onto the wall in the bedroom. It just looks like you're in bed the whole time.
Yeah.
It makes you look thick.
Yeah.
And then my girlfriend we had to keep a sofa in that flat for her mum. It's boring, but we put that at the end of the bed. But that means it's basically the TV's here and the sofa's there, so it looks like you come in. It's just like we're watching the TV like that.
And you are. That's the thing.
We
you
are, to be honest.
So basically, we've learned that Starmer needs to celebrate his wins, replace illegal vape shops with Paper Chase, and who is Dr. Vape? That's all we got time for this week. Thank you to our guests Hull and Horatio Gould. This has been a news thing. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.